Hello, wonderful learners. Welcome back to English Connect, the podcast where learning English feels like chatting with friends. I am your host, Sophia.
Hey, Sophia. Hello, everyone. I'm Jason, and wow, do we have an exciting episode for you today?
We really do, Jason. Today's topic is something I get asked about all the time. People say to me, Sophia, I understand English when I read it or hear it, but when I try to speak, my brain just freezes.
Oh, I know that feeling. Even as a native speaker, sometimes my brain and my mouth don't cooperate. But seriously, this is such a common challenge for English learners.
Exactly. So today, we're diving into something super practical: how to train your brain and your mouth to speak English fluently. Not just understand it, but actually speak it.
This is going to be a game changer for so many of you out there. Whether you're a complete beginner or you've been learning for years, these tips will help you break through that speaking barrier.
And the best part? Everything we shared today is actionable. You can start practicing these techniques right after this episode.
Before we jump in, if you're new here, welcome to the English Connect family. Please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our episodes.
Yes, please do. And if you love what you hear today, share this episode with someone else who's on their English learning journey. Let's help each other grow.
All right, Sophia, I'm ready. Let's talk about training our brains to speak English.
Let's do this. Okay, Jason, let's start with the big question. Why is speaking English so much harder than reading or listening to it?
That's such a good question. So, here's the thing. When you read or listen, you're being passive. The information is coming to you. But when you speak, you have to be active. Your brain has to find the words, put them in the right order, pronounce them correctly, and do all of this in real time.
Exactly. It's like the difference between watching someone play a sport and actually playing it yourself. Watching is easy. Playing requires practice.
I love that analogy. So the first big tip we have for everyone is this. You have to actually speak. There's no way around it.
Yes, you can't just study grammar books and expect to become a fluent speaker. You have to use your mouth. You have to train those muscles in your face, your tongue, your lips.
It sounds funny when you say it like that, but it's so true. Speaking English uses different mouth positions than speaking other languages. Your mouth literally needs practice.
Right. So tip number 1, speak out loud every single day, even if you're alone, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
Okay, but Sophia, let's be real. A lot of people feel embarrassed to talk to themselves. What do you say to them?
I say, who cares? No, but seriously, speaking to yourself is one of the best ways to practice. There's no pressure, no judgment, no one correcting you. You're free to experiment.
Absolutely. I actually do this when I'm learning Spanish. I narrate what I'm doing. Like, now I'm making coffee. I'm pouring the water. The coffee smells good. Simple stuff.
That's perfect. That's actually our second tip. Narrate your daily activities in English. Jason just demonstrated it beautifully.
Thanks. But yeah, when you're brushing your teeth, say, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm using toothpaste. Now I'm rinsing my mouth. It sounds silly, but it works.
It really does, because you're connecting English words to real actions. Your brain starts to think in English instead of translating from your native language.
That's the key right there, thinking in English. That's tip number 3. Stop translating everything in your head.
Yes, this is huge. When you translate, you're taking twice as long. You think in your language, then translate to English, then speak. That's 3 steps when it should be 1.
So, how do you stop translating? That seems really hard.
It is hard at first, but here's what you do. Start with simple thoughts. If you see a dog, don't think of the word in your language first. Just think dog in English. See a tree? Think tree.
Okay, I like this. Start small, build up. Eventually, you're thinking whole sentences in English without realizing it.
Exactly. And this brings us to tip number 4. Practice with easy content first, then gradually increase the difficulty.
Yes, don't try to discuss quantum physics in English when you're still a beginner. Start with topics you're comfortable with, your hobbies, your family, your job.
Right. Master the basics first. Talk about what you ate for breakfast. Describe your room. Tell someone about your favorite movie. These are comfortable topics, so your brain can focus on the language, not the content.
That's smart. Okay, so we've got speak out loud daily, narrate your activities, think in English, and start with easy topics. What's next?
Tip number 5. Repeat, repeat, repeat. This is probably the most underrated technique.
Oh, I love this one. When you hear a phrase you like from a podcast, a movie, a song, repeat it out loud. Say it 5 times, 10 times, 20 times.
Yes, your mouth needs muscle memory. Athletes don't just practice a move once, they do it hundreds of times until it becomes automatic. Same with speaking.
Exactly. So if you hear me say, I'm looking forward to the weekend, don't just hear it, say it. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Perfect. And the more you repeat, the more natural it becomes. Soon you won't have to think about it. You'll just say it.
Okay, next tip. Tip number 6. Record yourself speaking.
Ooh, this is a powerful one, but it makes people uncomfortable.
I know. Nobody likes hearing their own voice. But it's so valuable. When you record yourself, you can hear your mistakes, your pronunciation, your rhythm.
Exactly. You might think you're saying something correctly, but when you play it back, you realize, oh, I'm not pronouncing that TH sound right. Or I'm speaking too fast.
And you can track your progress. Record yourself today, then record yourself again in a month. You'll be amazed at how much you've improved.
That's such great motivation. Okay, tip number 7. Talk to yourself in the mirror.
Wait, like literally have a conversation with your reflection?
Yes. I know it sounds crazy, but it helps with confidence. When you speak to the mirror, you see your face, your expressions, your mouth movement. It makes speaking feel more real.
I actually love this idea. You can practice introducing yourself, answering common questions like, tell me about yourself, or what do you do?
Exactly. And you can practice different emotions, speaking confidently, speaking politely, even practicing different tones of voice.
That's brilliant. Okay, what about tip number 8?
Tip number 8, shadow native speakers. This technique is used by professional language learners and interpreters.
Okay, explain shadowing for people who haven't heard of it.
Sure. Shadowing means you listen to a native speaker, maybe from a podcast, a video, or an audiobook, and you repeat what they say immediately after them, trying to match their pronunciation, speed, and intonation.
So it's like being their echo?
Exactly. You're their shadow. And it's amazing because you're training your ear and your mouth at the same time. You're absorbing how English actually sounds.
I love that. It's like learning a song. At first, you're slow and awkward, but eventually, you're singing along perfectly.
Perfect comparison. And speaking of which, tip number 9, sing English songs.
Yes, this is the fun tip. Music is such a powerful learning tool.
It really is. When you sing, you're practicing pronunciation, rhythm, and vocabulary. And you're having fun while doing it.
Plus, songs stick in your head. How many of you out there can sing along to an English song even if you don't know what all the words mean?
So true. The melody helps you remember. So find songs you love and sing along. Look up the lyrics, understand what they mean, and then sing your heart out.
I'm totally doing this later.
Okay, we're almost at 10 tips. What's the last one?
Tip number 10, be patient with yourself and celebrate small wins.
It is so important. Learning to speak fluently doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't. It takes time, practice, and lots of mistakes. But every single time you speak English, even if it's just one sentence, you're making progress.
Exactly. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, last week, last month.
Yes, celebrate when you successfully order food in English, or when you understand a movie without subtitles, or when you think of an English word without translating.
Those are all victories. Every step forward counts.
All right, everyone, let's do our quick vocabulary section. We'll cover 3 key phrases from today's discussion.
These are super useful, so pay attention.
Okay, phrase number 1, muscle memory. We talked about your mouth needing muscle memory. Jason, explain this.
Muscle memory is when your body remembers how to do something automatically, without thinking. Like riding a bike. Once you learn, your muscles remember.
Exactly. Sentence: after months of practice, speaking English became muscle memory for me.
Perfect. Phrase number 2, breakthrough. Sophia said these tips will help you break through that speaking barrier.
Breakthrough means to overcome an obstacle or get past something that was blocking you, like breaking through a wall.
Great visual. Sentence: I finally broke through my fear and started speaking English with confidence.
Love it. And finally, phrase number 3, game changer.
Yes, we said these tips will be a game changer. This means something that completely changes the situation, usually for the better.
Right. It comes from sports, like a player who changes the outcome of the game. Sentence: learning to think in English was a game changer for my fluency.
Perfect. So remember, muscle memory, breakthrough, and game changer.
Wow, Jason, we packed so much into this episode.
We really did. 10 practical tips to train your brain and mouth to speak English. If you do even half of these, you'll see huge improvements.
Absolutely. And remember, the key is consistency. A little practice every day is better than a lot of practice once a week.
So true. All right, everyone. Here's your challenge for today.
We want you to pick one tip from today's episode, just one, and practice it this week. Then come back and tell us in the comments which tip you chose and how it went.
Yes, we want to hear your experiences. Did you narrate your morning routine? Did you sing an English song? Did you talk to yourself in the mirror?
Share with us. We read every single comment, and we love seeing your progress.
And if this episode helped you, please subscribe to English Connect and share it with your friends. Help us spread the love of learning English.
Thank you all so much for being a part of our community. Remember, speaking English is a skill, and skills can be learned. You absolutely can do this.
Be patient, be consistent, and most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Until next time, everyone, stay curious and keep speaking English.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Happy learning!